Hello guys, and welcome to the second episode of our Persia campaign here in Victoria 2 with the HFM mod. We're back. In the last episode we conquered Macron and Kalat, and we are now questioning whether or not we should be invading the Sikh Empire. I might be able to successfully do that with the forces of Afghanistan and my own, of course. And I am trying to currently ally Sindh. That's where my Diplo points have all gone. We are close, but we're just not quite there. Too many alliances. Ooh. Yeah, I have some bullshit alliances that I don't necessarily need. So we can go ahead and remove some of that. Wait, why can I not? I guess maybe you need Diplo points to do this. Let's see. Yeah, there we are. There's all alliance. Yeah, so I have alliance with him. Who else did I ally? Like it was the yeah, Kokan might be useful though. So I don't know. We'll start by kicking you out of my alliance system, and then we'll check military. Or so we get leadership modifier, which gives us a 10 prestige though. That's 10 prestige. That's pretty good. I'm gonna go for that. I hope that's not like, I hope I didn't cancel some sort of long event chain that was supposed to give me bullshit, but oh look, that's so close. Yeah, I don't know, we might consider a oh, here we go again. Oh fuck you! I'm not gonna abandon my ways. I'm gonna get all of that glorious prestige. That's how we're gonna do this. Yes. Does that? No, I'm not prestigious enough for you. I guess we're gonna have to wait for some more relations. Yes, I don't know. I might actually try and invade the Sikh Empire just with the allies I have right now, without relying on the British invading them first. Oh, we can get a reform. So we could get a military reform to try and improve our chances in the war, but I feel like it's always good to grab a university reform like as quickly as you can, because university reform gives you 50%. Yeah, enlightened philosophy. Let's. Yeah, and fuck, it's not university reform, is it? It's which one is it that gives you? Oh, never mind, you get both. Yeah, you get Enlightenment Philosophy and Malthusian Thoughts. So, Enlightenment Philosophy gives you 50% extra research points, so it's pretty logical, as far as I know, to take that first. So that's the plan I'm currently sitting on, anyways. We have quite a decent bit of intellectuals into Breeze. Then again, we might want to up... okay, let's get core... Let's get some people in Isfahan. Spread out the amount of intellectuals. Once again, I do not know how necessary that necessarily is, but I guess that's what we're doing. Let's up the funding of the military because we can afford it, so why not? Try and convince. Yeah, wow, we have like no brigades. Oh, can actually recruit a couple though. Interesting. Yeah, grab a couple of artillery and some infantry. Let's see, is that what we need in the army? Yeah, smart. Actually, just go for artillery, I think. That looks to me what we need. Chitral, no, I cannot afford another alliance. I need to try and ally Sindh so that he can help me invade the Sikh Empire. That's the idea, anyways. Alright, so we have no more infamy, so I guess we're just gonna have to try and go for this war against the Sikh Empire. We have allied Sindh, however. So I'm reasonably confident we can beat the Sikh army, even without British help. So, come on now, mate, give me access, thank you. Let's position our army on the border, fund the army as well. Use Persian, use Baluchi. Well, obviously we're using Persian. Glorious assimilation is the only way to go. 7.5. That's tolerable, even if it is not optimal. Then again, any infamy in this game is not optimal, is it? Right. Alright, it looks like we're ready to go. 3 days. Bloody brilliant. So we can now invade. And invade is what we will. Should we just go for an I think the Sikhs start out with pretty good generals. There's no good way for me to check that, but if we just dogpile all of our army on this one force, presumably we will win. I don't know, fuck it. Will people even join me? Afghanistan and Sindh will. Okay, good. Fuck it. Onwards to glory. Onwards indeed. So you're gonna go to Peshawar. Okay, I'll march in here then. Try not okay, let's not take a risk here. Make sure we land in here. Oh, 52,000. Jesus Christ. Then again, if he can just sort of kill some of his armies in the mountains of Afghanistan through attrition, that would be kind of useful actually. Obviously. Oh shit, we got a battle here in the capital. Rush every available unit into the battle. Looks like we're winning. That's a good thing. Are you just gonna... Yeah, okay, you're just gonna give up. Shit, can I add anything? Am I getting greedy here? Could make him a... Nah, let's not make him a puppet. That would be a... Nah, fuck it. Let's just cut our losses and take the land. Alright, we did it! We took this little chunk of land. I did not get Chitral as a part of the deal, and we now have this random chunk of land that is, like, separated from our other territory. But that's, once again, not necessarily the end of the world. Alright, so the war between the Ottomans and the Kurds is ongoing, so hopefully this will resolve itself without any problems. The Sikhs are also being invaded by the British, so events are happening. Alright, so it has finally happened. The Afghanistanis have invaded Chitral in order to reclaim their core. I cancelled the call to arms, of course, because now the time has come to turn on them. I guess we need to decrease our relations a bit. But once that's done, we can fabricate a claim and take Baluchistan so that we can link up our territory. So get those relations under 100 and justify. Come on. There we are. Acquire state. Fuck yes. Alright, we got 7.5 infamy. That definitely could have been better, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to take 2 states from them in this war. I think we're just going to take this state. Alright, we got our casus belli. Let's go. So we're going to sit in the desert to take 1 billion attrition, but hopefully not for long, because we're going to blitz these guys real badly. Sin will join me. That is a good thing, obviously. So rush in there now. Do we have a good general? Attack +3. Fuck yes. You march to Kalat. Curse SB to the attrition. Who cares? Oh man, yes. That's blitzkrieg right there. Catching them off guard in a sense, in that they didn't have any real organization, I guess. So you're going to Ghazni, but not the full army though, so we should be able to march over there. He might even change his mind. Yeah, he did. That's a good thing. And then we'll attack into Peshawar. We have one... Well, I guess... Yeah, fuck the prestige costs. I need to kill these armies before they take my land! Wait, you can walk into Sindh? Alright, it's the Sikh Empire? Bruh. I'm not allowed to do that. Oh, god damn it. And there it is. Acquire Afghan Baluchistan. Thank you. Fuck yeah, these are so derpy borders, but this is good, because now we have basically we have actually entirely taken the state of Baluchistan, which is what I wanted. I wanted to make sure I could grab that before the British got any funny ideas. So now there's only 2 states left in Afghanistan, so if we could wrap up the annexation of that place, that would be excellent. Ooh. Provisional Government of Milan. Is this new to the mod? Because I'm pretty sure this is historical, that Milan went independent during the revolutions of 48. Then again, it's not actually 48, but it looks like the revolutions of 48 have triggered anyways. Yeah, there's now a dictatorship in Milan. Legation quarter. Sure, whatever gives me more research. Oh, yes, here we are. A Silver Age. While the Qajar dynasty rule over Persia was unanimously seen as mediocre, the ascension of Nasir al-Din to the Sun throne became its peak. An early reformer, a good diplomat, and a capable leader, he kept a firm grip on the absolute power of the monarchy while keeping foreign influence from tearing the country apart. An era of stability, peace, and relative prosperity. So we get a Silver Age for, until the end of the game. Presumably something will happen that makes it go away. But yeah, extra research point modifier, extra tax, prestige, less militancy. Awesome. We can now appoint Amir Kabir, which gives us even more research points. You can also see how much more research points we would potentially get from traveling to Europe at this point than compared to the beginning of the game. Less suppression points. I assume we want this. Amir Kabir Mirza Tagdi Khan Farahani was chief minister to Nasir al-Din Shah Qajar, and one of the most capable and innovative figures to appear in the whole Qajar period. Son of the cook of a major statesman, he showed at a very young age his intelligence on all matters brought to him and was recompensed for it. Rising to the highest position of power, he remains a controversial historical figure, considered by some to be Iran's first reformer and widely respected by liberal nationalists. He is seen as a modernizer who did great work. Yeah. Go. Yeah, that boosts the travel to Europe thing even more. So we're going to keep waiting. Can we do foreign universities? No. We're getting there though. Another 2,000 points and we would indeed be getting there. Alliance from the Nejd Emirates. Are you doing something silly or... Yeah, I'm also allied to Khiva. I really hope Khiva will invade Bukhara at some point to take this province. Because then I could do the same thing I did with Afghanistan and sneak in and grab the whole province. And I would obviously like to do that quite a bit. So... Then again, this is actually part of the same province as this thing is, so I don't know if the Russians will lay claim to it. I don't actually know. Oh, more stuff. Establish the Dar al-Funun. So we can establish a university, which gives us a reformed economic system. These research points though, are they... based on my current research? Do they vary or is that a constant? It doesn't seem to change. But then again, it's not like this thing changes. I don't know. I think we're going to wait this one out. There doesn't look like there's any penalty to waiting. Other than, having to postpone getting the better economic system. But once again, it's not like that's some mind-blowing stuff. I would rather get the bonus to research from foreign universities and just to see if it makes a difference. Because if it does make a difference, then that's pretty good, obviously. And we would want that. Okay, so the Khivans have now gone to war in the way that I wanted. Could you not have waited just a little bit longer? I'm so close to getting foreign universities. This is the war that I was... Yeah, it's the Kievan Liberation. Right. Fuck, fine, I'll join. And of course my army's all over here. Well, I do have my garrison in the capital. Guess we'll send that. To war! And probably fund the army as well. That's useful when you're going to war, Oh, okay, so I guess there is no... There is nothing stopping me from doing... reforms while at war. Well, let's go then. Get ourselves some glorious foreign universities. Oh yeah, 50%! Woo! Yeah, I'm pretty confident that noticeably increased the amount of research points. I kind of forgot what the previous level was though, but the thing is though, using the Dar al Funin would also give us extra research point modifier for a while. And we need to do it while Amir Kabir is still hanging out. Which he is. It doesn't say anything, any expiration date, if you will. We'll also get a free thing. Which one was it again? We will get economic reform selected, reformed system. Is that event? Economic reform. There's no specific economic reform, is there? There's financial and currency. Hopefully that event has been updated to the different reforms of this mod. I think these, or maybe this isn't the base game. Actually, I don't fucking know. That would give us 65%, so we would need another 35%. So what should we do? Probably education. We can't see right now how much it costs. Well, we'll finish this war then, and I'll think about it. We're the war leader, so this should be easy. I mean, the Bukharans literally do not have an army, so, you know, this should be very smooth. And there we are. Liberate, or acquire, or whatever. Doesn't matter to us, of course. Well, it does. Ooh, the Babs Adiku. Oh, boy, what is this? New decision as well? Change national value. The Bab. Yeah, I got some bullshit event related to this earlier. So people are angry, or people are not angry. The Bab's growing popularity. I think that's some sort of Jewish person. But eventually in exile his cult increased. I should have read the original event. He was brought into trial, interpreted, sentenced to death for apostasy. Alright, so some person has been executed, but it seems to have vanished for some reason, and I don't know. Fire again and dump them by the gate. Or wherever that thing said. Anyways, national value. What are we going to go for? Productivity. I'll think about it. Alright, I think we're going to go for equality, because it looks like the bonuses you get for equality are generally not necessarily better, but the main thing I'm noticing is that bonuses like assimilation rate, immigration attraction, which is not going to be super important, but pop militancy, culture tech, like those, there's no other good way to get that effectively. The stuff you get from productivity, tax efficiency, through output, you know, that there are technological, relatively simple ways to get that. Mobilization impact, of course, is kind of nasty, but I mean, I barely know how that works, so meh? I don't know. Let's just go for equality. Just make a decision and stick with it. Yeah, we can also clearly see that this Dar al Funun is the research points is based on how money you are already gaining. So it looks like it makes sense to wait this one out. I mean, yeah, look at this one though. If we did it right now, we would get 5,500 points compared to the 1,500 points we would have gotten in the beginning of the game. So definitely worth doing that. We can still not see what the thingies cost, so that's fine. It's whatever. I have been lurking around a bit in the files though while I was trying to figure out what national value we should take, and I found something quite fascinating because I wanted to know what are the exact requirements for Russia ever conquering or using that decision they have to annex Ashgabat for no infamy essentially. And I found, to my joy, that if I were to conquer Turkmenia, which I think we should start doing right now, to be honest. I am not entirely sure when the Russians start invading Central Asia, so we want to grab as much of this stuff as we can before the Russians get any ideas. But yeah, essentially, in order for Russia to do that decision, they need to own both Merv and Kyzyl-Su. Or they need to own this province of all things. The reason for that is, yeah, province 150, as you can see in the tooltip there. The reason for that is I presume that if Russia were to, for example, conquer this state here, Khorasan, I assume that would also, you know, if they for some reason don't take Central Asia and instead blob their way through Persia directly, I guess it also makes sense for them to be able to take this state for free without having to pay a fuck ton of infamy for it. Not a fuck ton. I mean, I guess if I'm uncivilized, it's like 2.5 infamy. Well, I guess it's more early game, but still. Point is, it is awesome. Also, I read that it's going to be 1852 when Amir Kabir gets assassinated. So we want to keep an eye on that so we can make sure to do the Dar al-Funun before that. So I might do it next year in-game, just to make sure I can actually do it. I don't want to miss out on that one. And then Europe, I think we'll just postpone until the last minute. I don't see a particular reason why I wouldn't. So we have a plan. Fuck yes. 3.6 infamy. That works. Get those troops into position. Yeah, this should be piss easy. You're allied to Kokand. I fear no Kokand. I am above that. Ah, well, yeah, now I get this. Sure. Well, I shouldn't complain. Holy shit. What on earth am I on about? Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I really want this province before the Russians get any funny ideas. Car state, Kievan, Turkmenia, allies, Sin will join. Why not? Why not? Yeah, just go straight for the capital. You go there, and you go there, I think. And this will be over any day, or any second, or... It will be over soon. This is what you get, Kokan, for messing with the Persian Empire! Ooh, yes. Oh, extra liberals. Excellent. That'll make life better when it comes to reforms. And there we are. It took longer than it should have because stupid Kokan became the war leader. Beautiful. Actually, that's horrible. Oh god! What have I done? It'll be quite good though once Afghanistan gets incorporated. Even if it is quite horrible right now, it will be better soon. Yeah, I actually have enough infamy to do an invasion of them straight away. Although at this rate, maybe I just want to wait until I'm civilized. Shouldn't be that long now. If we did the... Yeah, now I should be able to see how much these things cost. So we got a 15% discount. Sorry, I didn't mute myself. Or I didn't mute Discord again. Yes, we're gonna be... Yes, I need to figure out what to use to get the last 35%. Because I'm gonna get a free reform because of this decision. So these ones are only civilization progress plus 5, which is pretty shite, to be honest. With or without the discount. Maybe I should just go Google how exactly... Although, yeah, I think we just got some points though because of the fact that I conquered land. It's actually pretty close now to getting one of these military reforms. Education. Okay, maybe I should probably do education. That's a pretty, like, basic one that you would want as early as possible. Well, not earlier than universities, of course, but you know what I mean. So if we do... The free reform and this reform will bring us up to 80. This one, for example, brings us up to... That gives us the last 20%. So that is good math right there. Yeah, the costs... I want to do some math here. Let's see. Calculator! Oh, I have not used you for almost a year now since actually, it's probably been about a year since I flunked math. But a good calculator can be useful sometimes. Although, fuck, how would I even... let's see. I didn't actually need a calculator to calculate this. It's pretty fucking obvious that these reforms are better. It's 7,000 for one military reform. But if you look at this one gives civilization progress 15%. Which is 3 times as good as one of these. Yet this basic education reform costs less than 2 military reforms. And you would need 3 military reforms in order to get the equal civilization progress as you get from this one. So it is pretty simple, it seems to me, to make a decision here. Yeah, this one has, yes, it's like 4,000 or so more points than 2 military reforms, and it's twice. Yeah, I don't know. This is just better. I think we're gonna go with this. Well, I know we're gonna go with this because I just made that decision. All right, Persian army, you don't need to hang out in the random desert anymore. Oh, Persia has such crap fucking supply limits. It is horrid. Alright, so we're about to hit 1852, and my file lurking has told me that that's when good old Amir Kabir gets assassinated. So we're gonna establish the Dar al-Funun right now. Gonna get ourselves some sweet extra research points. We're gonna get economic reform. It'll be interesting to see if we actually get anything. Guess we're about to find out. We did get that. Oh, okay. Am I retarded? I could have sworn it said economic reform. I mean, yeah, it makes perfect sense that establishing a university gives you education reform, which is of course way better than this crap. But I guess maybe the mod changes it so that, like, this used to be the economic reform in the base game and now it's this. That might be what's going on. I'm not entirely sure. Or was it land? Did we start? Actually, I don't know anymore, guys. I am just not brain right now. Okay, so once again, it doesn't really change anything. Tax efficiency. Okay, I mean, why would you do this one when you can do this one? And this one just gives you straight up more tax. What are you on about, game? And it gives you okay, you still can't do loans, but that's not a biggie. Pretty good though. We're actually really close to doing that. So yeah, regardless, I think we'll end the episode here. And in the next episode, I need to make a decision regarding Afghanistan and my current infamy situation. We could invade Afghanistan, grab a territory, or we can try and wait it out. Once again, it's a bit of a risk, because I have basically been able to prevent the British from meddling in Afghanistan, I'm pretty sure, because I have essentially cut them off from bordering Afghanistan. The Russians, however, might get a bit spooky and get some ideas, so there's definitely an argument to be made for annexing Afghanistan as quickly as we can. At the same time, though, I don't know, I'll talk more about my thought process in the next episode. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, bye.